Another little tip that I want to share with you is how you stop a dark fabric showing through a light fabric when you have two of them side by side. So the fabric I'm using for my highlight is this pale yellow, and you can see if it was sewn here that the dark orange would show through onto the yellow. So when you position, I've trimmed my seam allowance here for between 4 and 5, which is where the highlight comes in, as you can see. And when I line my fabric up here, instead of lining it up exactly like that, where you'd have them lined up, you just nudge it ever so slightly forward, like a 0.5 millimeter or a millimeter, just enough, so that when you are going to fold it over, you're folding it over on that little bit and you won't have any of this dark fabric show through. So I've just stitched this seam here, and when we turn it over and we fold, you can see it's slightly fatter than a 1/4 inch seam allowance, but when we fold it over, you can see you cannot see any of the dark fabric showing through there. So it's nicely, that tiny little bit extra has just managed to hide that bit of dark fabric. So that's just a little sneaky trick to help you when you go from a dark to a light.